What's good? What's good? We back with another night of fights. Y'all see what it is. Leo versus Kameda. Man, we got the first round coming up. I can't pronounce his name, but he 11-1-9. And he look mean as shit. I'm being real with you for real. Salutes, DJ. Salutes. I see you, baby. Everybody want to join in this watch party, hit that link. I got played. I thought I was going to have 50 minutes. Everybody that was just at the show, salutes to y'all if you back already. It's been like 20 minutes, if that. But we good, man. We good. Thought I was gonna get a quick snack in, something to eat. But when I tell you I wanted to see this card, I wanted to see this card. Charlie, saved from the United States, whoever he is. I don't know who they were talking about. Damn, this shit 105 pounds. Why you looking at me, boy, at 105 pounds? God damn. Okay, bet DJ, I see you. Bet. It's 105 pounds. Oh my God. I don't think I watched 105 pounds in years. I'm gonna need ProBox to update the graphic in the left corner with the names of the fighters and shit. So blue trunks is Pedro. Black trunks, I don't know what he got on his trunks. USPS something. Blue trunks sticking the jab out though. That's body shot, but blue trunks. But would they turn the brightness down on their camera? Wherever they at, it's bright. Make where you see the frame rate, and I don't like that. Especially with the white ring, it's clashing with the fight. You know what I'm saying? Salute, Deej. What's going on, friend?
These boys aren't even taller than the top rope.
Fuck no, they're 105 pounds. I was just saying I haven't watched a minimum weight fight for men in years.
Yeah, but to be fair, well, at least in my mind, unless you're a bloody sumo wrestler, everyone in Japan's small.
Right. Damn.
Well, put it this way, there wouldn't be too many 6'6", just 260-pound Adonises over there.
Right. It fucked me up this big ass ring, or they just making it look big, and they got
Was
their brightness all the way up on that camera, man.
was Bolo Chinese or Japanese or something else?
I think it was Chinese. I think it was Chinese. Hell yeah, Mark. That shit small as fuck, bro.
I feel like I've cooked Sunday roasts that are heavier than these boys.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying, these dudes little.
So I
My
didn't get a
8-year-old
chance. I took a
heavier than
phone.
these guys.
I took a phone call. What else do I miss at the back end of your life? Is there any
Oh
sort of
no,
interesting discussions?
yeah, it
Well,
was
there
all
would have been, but
it was interesting. We was talking about, comparison of Keyshawn and Bud and
mm,
you know, the disparities between old generation to this generation to the next generation and so on and so forth, But it was overall good discussion.
Well, the unfortunate reality in my head for boxing in this generation is that the motivation there isn't to upskill, because
Right.
you can still be highly paid as a B plus fighter, whereas 2 decades ago you needed to be an A plus fighter to get paid well.
No, that's true. That's true. We was talking about that too. Like Brian Norman's got a chip on his shoulder because he's a B plus fighter. And he's always gonna have that chip on his shoulder as a B plus fighter. Bud came
Well,
up as a B plus fighter. He always had a chip on his shoulder because he's a B plus fighter.
well,
And in
look,
this era,
if you look behind the curtain, promoters and fighters are only allowed to do what they actually, well, they only do what they're allowed to do.
uh-huh.
In this day and age, like take Itama, for example, right? There's a bit of hype around him at 11-0, right?
Uh-huh.
I can see some planet where Anthony Joshua's come off a couple of losses and go, well, give me that bloke, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a bag in it. That
Right.
was never allowed once upon a time because the sanctioning bodies would say, no, fuck no,
Right.
right?
Right.
They just wouldn't allow it because
Uh-huh.
it wasn't a fair fight based
Right.
on, skills and experience at the time. So the sanctioning bodies are letting down the quality of the rankings have just gone to shit. I don't
I
even
get,
know why they even bother putting the rankings up because it just doesn't mean shit anymore. It's just a list of who's there or thereabouts that we might be able to keep an eye on.
right. No, I agree with that. And they're supposed to and that's part of their job to keep the integrity of the sport.
And I'll go back and say 2 decades ago, Manny Pacquiao wouldn't have been allowed to fight for a title. No
Uh-uh.
fucking way.
No.
So for me, there's a cancer in it. And I won't call it corruption. I'll just call it greed. There's a, and whilst ever that greed's there, and whilst ever the fans continue to pay and support this model's going to last forever. And the quality of boxes, other than the rarity, the naturally gifted or naturally motivated, um, the quality of product is just going to drop off.
I like the way you put that, naturally motivated. That's right. That's right. And no, what you said was exactly true. It's true. Because the way they're handling that will give boxers chance to develop and things like that if you're just gonna serve them up for $1.
Well, I don't think a Manny Pacquiao or a Terence Crawford, it wouldn't have mattered what generation they were born into in
Right.
boxing,
They're the natural
right?
gifted. Right.
They they were well, and their work ethic as well. You
Mm-hmm.
know, you got
Mm-hmm.
to work for shit in every other fucking sport to be the
Mm-hmm.
best. You have
Mm-hmm.
to work your ass off for it. Huh?
That's true.
There's none of these handouts or these participation trophies. You got to work your ass off for it. So look,
Right.
and that's my fear for the sport. And I've stopped listening to these back and forths on Twitter and Facebook and all that sort of. I've just lost. I'm so jaded about it. Shut your mouth and get in the ring.
Right.
Just shut your mouth, make the deal, get in the ring.
Yep. And it ain't just you. A lot of fans are feeling that way. They're getting tired of hearing all the shit talking and they're not seeing the smoke. Get in the fucking ring.
It shouldn't be normal that you focus more on the business and politics of a sport rather than the actual entertainment value that it's supposed to be giving you.
Right.
You
Right.
know, I don't hear NBA fans or NFL fans getting into the contracts of every wide receiver or every um, any position. It's because they're
Right.
more focused on the contest and the product that they're given. So
Yep.
that's just me. Like, it's not throwing stones at any one person, but it's definitely
Hmm.
a bit of a cancer that's starting to take over the product. Like, there would have been no place for a Jake Paul gimmick fight
Yeah.
20 years ago. Would have been
Uh-uh.
laughed. Would have almost been offensive.
Yep. He wouldn't have a shot in hell. It
I
wouldn't
was
even
also
sanction the body that would do anything with him or any of that. Especially back in the 90s. They'd have been like, man, get somewhere. He would
and
have been forced to work his way up.
I was thinking a little bit more about this Itama conversation that we're having too.
Hmm?
Riddle me this:
Hmm?
if you're the coach or the trainer of Moses in the heavyweight division, right? The danger that everyone has in the heavyweight the division, just because of the size of the men that are fighting or the females, right, is you're at risk of copping something you don't see or you weren't ready for. Lights out, right? So when you're asking for patience, what's the balance between patience and running further risk of being clipped by something that you shouldn't have and taking advantage of those holes that you're seeing? Yes, it could be a trap, but you, I think more so than any other weight division that if you get the opportunity, get them out of there in the heavyweights, because the next round or the round after that, you might cop something that you weren't ready for and you're out cold.
Here's my answer to that. If you got a top heavyweight, dead to rights, take him out. But you still got to be able to have patience when you see that your best punch didn't work and head movement. With patience come head moving defense. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just patience. It's that when you see what you're used to doing isn't working, what do you have to fall on? Right? Which should be patience. Just keep working and them holes will come open. But I agree with you. If you go forward and you fighting the top heavyweight and them hoes there, take it by any means. It doesn't mean just because you see it, you don't take it. But if it doesn't work, where do you? If you don't learn patience now, you're not gonna have it then. You're not gonna know how to adjust. Is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Your corner can tell you slow down. But if you never had to slow down before, it's like, okay, what do you want me to do? I don't know to do it this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that comes with experience, right?
Right.
So this is my point. Just doing more of the same is not good experience, right?
Right.
So to meet you halfway, I would say that 11-0, some of the names that we're floating around, you're not ultimately comfortable yet with.
Hmm?
So go and see a different style. Don't go and see a more dangerous fighter. Go and see a different style to
Right.
support what you're saying, right? Go and actually challenge your strategy and your IQ. That's where you're actually going to build your tool chest and become a better fighter. So I
Right.
get that. I just don't think that the heavyweight out of every other division, like these blokes we're watching now, right?
Right.
Each of them might be able to get a free hit. Like if one drops their hands and just lets the other bloke have a free shot, they might not get knocked out.
Right.
You can't do that at heavyweight.
No, that's a fact.
So I just think the dangers at heavyweight because of the power and the size, in my mind, don't allow you to be complacent in trying to be patient and get rounds under your belt. Sometimes the safest way is just get them out of there, go home and be done with it.
Right. Do what you know. That
Think
might
about
be
how
true.
hard they're getting hit in the head, though, too. That can't be good
Yeah.
for your brain.
Yeah. I guess I
And
just see.
I get your point, right? I do, and I'm not going to shut it down.
I
I'm
think that.
I'm just I'm just I just want to be careful that I'm not comparing apples to bananas.
Yeah.
Bananas is 135, apples is heavyweights.
I got you.
They're both fruits, but the game's a little bit different. and the risks are a little bit different.
Right. I just see the time has a difference maker where he can create the moments to see what's going on and save himself a lot of trouble for holes that he don't see at the moment when he's fighting, and he can take a step back and create those. That's all I'm saying. Because if you just keep throwing them in there in fights, where they're hard fights, he's just going to keep fighting the same way. And he has the feet, he has the skill.
But aren't we all guilty of that? Like just as human beings, you
Yeah,
just keep using the same tactics or styles until you work out one day that you've learnt the hard way that one won't work. Whether it's in business, whether it's in sport, whether it's in life, relationships. I've always done this and it's always worked for me. And then you come across someone else and you do this and you ends up with mud on your face.
right, right. Mm-hmm. No, that's true.
Look,
And that's
I'm
it.
happy to keep building. Slick, I genuinely am.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't want to see him have a title fight. He's not ready for that. And
Yeah,
to be honest, he doesn't deserve one. To be
right,
fair,
right, right.
shit. If Joseph Parker can't get his title fight, well, how the hell does Moses get one in front of him?
Back. Now, that's when you hear me. That's when you hear me scream, top of my damn lungs. How the fuck that happened? I like a timer, but goddamn, they let him skip the line. What the fuck? But no, I agree with a lot of what you're saying. I agree, I do. But and especially that it's not like I said, it's infinite time at 135 versus heavyweight. You know, it's just that I hope the trainers he got is that's what it's based upon. You know, and how fast he can absorb what he's being taught.
Well, Frank Warren's no mug either as a
No,
promoter. I
yeah,
don't remember, and I'm happy to be corrected. There might be one or two instances, but Frank Warren, in some respects, has a similar path to what Bob Arum does. Right? He builds them and gets them to a point, and then just one day he goes, "Well, right, I'm sick of training. I need to see what you've got," and you're thrown in the deep end.
yeah. Or I ain't gonna pay you all that money. You can go on your own. You know, but
And he's not gonna pit
nah, he
Wardley
don't.
against him if they're from the same stable.
Yeah,
That
he's
doesn't
not gonna
make
cancel his
sense.
money out. Yeah, unless those are his two top heavyweights, it makes sense to make that large ass fight. But that'd be the only way. And no, I
Did
don't
you?
even see them on the same trajectory yet. So both of them got a lot of work. Both of them they've made a name for themselves, but they both got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, and look, I think that the landscape of heavyweights can change pretty quickly. Like
Mm-hmm.
with Usyk, depending on what he wants to do with retirement, whether Fury's absolutely serious this time round.
Yeah.
We know that AJ's probably only got a couple left in him. Like he's
Mm-hmm.
proper rich already with deals. He doesn't need to be punching people anymore. Um, so once you start to take those, and Chizora's going to retire, once you start to take that top echelon away from heavyweights over the next 12 to 2 years, you want to be able to position your stable of heavyweights to walk straight into those vacant belts or those eliminators
Yeah.
rather than a steady as she goes. We've got another 5-6 years to make our mark. I think
Right.
you might miss the opportunity as that baton, as Nine calls it, is ready to be handed over.
Right. No, that's true. That's true. And like I say, those are the fallacies of a heavyweight. It's a short-lived career, right? These heavyweights have had the luxury of what have gone maybe what 2, 3 generations of heavyweight. You know, hanging around that long, with the exception of like a Usyk heavyweight and boys. But like Tyson Fury took all that time off, came back, and things like that, and you know, and now they're lingering. Well, maybe not two, three, just one generation. Yeah, about one generation hanging over when a lot of them should have been gone. Should have been gone. Sora should have been gone. What's the other guy? Dillian White should have been gone. Tyson Fury should never came. He should be gone. You know, but they're still here. They're still lingering.
What about would you be comfortable for Moses to fight a Miller?
Miller. What Miller? Oh, Big Baby
Um,
Miller. Yeah. That'd be a good step up. That because see, he's not such a pressure fighter where like, and the most punches he throw coming for is 3 punches. So yeah, that'd be a perfect step up fight for him. I'm not mad at the Herkovich fight. The only thing that worries me about the Herkovich fight versus the Big Baby Miller fight is that patience. Herkovich is dangerous within the first 5 rounds. Herkovich can knock your ass clean the fuck out. And I haven't seen anybody contest the Thomas Chin yet. So if anybody, it might be a Herkovich. Big Baby, he gonna come forward, throw 2, 3 punches and stop. You know what I mean?
but I mean, regardless of division slick, I mean, we watch it every weekend, right? We
Mm-hmm.
go, well, whether it was a body shot or a good clean shot, hook, straight, right, whatever it was,
That was funny.
when
You just called every punch that dude did.
once once they actually feel that power, that forces patience,
uh,
right? But if they feel the power and there's nothing on it, right, that
right.
encourages impatience.
That's true.
And we're not in the ring to actually feel that.
That's true. I like the way you put that. That's right. That's right. If it ain't shit on the end of that punch, it encourages impatience. I can run straight through his shit. You right. And I ain't think of it like that. I ain't think he had, maybe he need a fight where you can feel it a bit and develop patience. You
Or
know?
just at least be boxed around the ears a little bit without getting overly hurt, just to say, hey, look, you can't have it all your own way when you want it.
Right. Right. That was a great way
So,
to put that, Deej.
so that's kind of where I see like a Justice Hooney, right?
Mm-hmm.
Justice
Mm-hmm.
Hooney's not going to go in there and knock him out cold. That's not what he's known for, right? He's going to
Right.
box him around the ears,
Right.
right? And say, hey, look, I'm willing to take this to the cards if I have to. What are you going to do?
Exactly. No, you're right. I like the way you put that. That was well put, bro. That was well put. And that very much well could be his problem. Take they punch and be like, oh, that ain't shit. I'm just gonna run through your ass. He need to run into that one guy that just got that, not necessarily knockout power, but that good enough or good boxing skill where he has to develop patience. I like, yeah,
And
yeah,
and so, sometimes it's unfair. Taking a proper beating and getting knocked out is not healthier than getting knocked out.
yeah,
We just saw that with Harper and Zimmerman.
yeah,
After she got that cut there, I just thought, man, you don't have to finish this fight. Like, good on you
yeah,
for doing it, but it was a wash already. You're
yeah,
never going to get the knockout.
right.
So
Yeah, I
it's
showed. I
interesting.
did. I thought they was gonna stop it because there was no reason you could keep continuing.
Well, I guess if the fighter goes to the corner and says, "Look, I've come this far. Let me see it out. I want to leave this fight standing." Um, there's that. You kind of got to respect that a little bit.
No, I respect it, but she lost every round, and you got your head split from her head. But it's like, dude, you want to keep getting hitting that shit because she was aiming for it. You know, I mean, I mean, I get your admiration of wanting to finish your fight, but it's like, dude, you lost every round. You're not gonna get the knockout. That's what I would have told her. Like, dude, we try to cut more bigger than what the fuck it is. Go and sew it up and do what the fuck we gotta do. But I do admire her for doing it.
It's a shame that we haven't got some of these better females in divisions closer to each other.
Yeah.
See, Harper got her ass whooped when she went to 147 and 150. Just
Mm,
got laced
right.
trying to go up. So I started to think about some of the girls that we've been watching around the traps, and I go, well, who's going to challenge her at lightweight? Well, Gabby's down at what, 112, something
Yeah.
like that. Sky Nicholson's another, what, 2 weight classes below her again.
Mm,
Um, so we seem to have some really proficient boxers in different divisions, but the divisions aren't deep enough to see just how good they really are,
right.
if that makes sense. It's almost like they're a standout and they're never going to get beat in that division.
Mm, mm. Hey, the footwork of these two guys is killing me. My guy in the blue shorts is really staying on my guy in the black shorts. My guy in the black shorts is trying to get away. He cannot get away from my dude in the blue shorts.
Man, at their weight, they're like hair rabbits, just
They are,
bouncing
bro.
around.
I'm like, I can't, like, boy, if it was some power in this goddamn fight, dude in black shorts would be on it. His ass would be on the ground right
Also, Mark said that he can't take the link. Did you ban him from taking the link?
now. Why he can't take the fucking link?
I don't know. Either it's broken his end or something. Hey, Mark, sort your StreamYard out and get your ass up here.
Yeah, I just put it in there again. You should be able to take the damn link.
No, not in this live. In the last live, I saw him just make a comment there that he must have tried and it didn't work for him or something like
I
that.
don't know why. Should have. I'm
See,
I'm I'm allowed to
I've
have
had
12 people on a panel at the time.
yeah, it wouldn't have been that. See, I've actually had to have accept a StreamYard update
Oh, okay.
about 2 weeks ago. Like, say you go to get in, but there's a little button there that says that StreamYard have made updates or whatever, and you've got to
Gotcha.
accept those updates before it lets you in.
Okay. I got you. I wish Probots put their names down there at the time.
Well, are you on the .com or are you on the app?
The website.com.
Yeah, I'm on the website too, so I'm wondering whether the app does it. But I noticed too that when we watched it last weekend or the weekend before, it was pretty in a minute, and then they worked out that it wasn't on there, and then they started putting it up there.
Yeah. I wish they would turn the fucking brightness down. They got that white ass ring. It's like bright as fuck in there. Man, dude, Pedro in his fucking blue shorts beat the fuck out of dude in the back in the black shorts. And I admire him trying to fight on the back foot, but god damn, you catching every punch he fucking throwing. You lucky he ain't got no fucking power. Your ass should be asleep right now.
How tough are they though? Like there's no running over there. They're just coming for war.
Yeah. Yeah, I admired it and how little they is. I mean, they making that ring look huge.
Yeah,
Pedro
it's
putting it on his ass.
it's only 4 foot by 4 foot. They're just making it look 20 foot by 20 foot.
Right. Right, bro. Like, god damn. My guy in the blue shorts ain't playing though. He take a step, he take a step. You not getting out of his range for shit. Then he ran to the middle of the ring right here in round 8. God damn. I'm gonna call him Pedro. That's what's on his damn shorts. There we go. So putting their names up don't mean shit. The Duran and Shigaka, Shigioka. I don't know. I sound like I'm in speech class or some shit. Shigioka is in the black shorts. The Duran is in the blue shorts. It took them all the way to the 8th round to put this shit up. God damn. I ain't the
Yeah,
only one. They couldn't pronounce it neither.
I got you, Mark. Slick ghosted you.
What? He came up? We say, but busy. What that mean? ATM? What that mean?
At the
Beef.
moment.
Oh, okay.
Shit, Mark be eating early over there. Fucking mid-afternoon.
Yeah, I say, what time is it there?
Well, it's 5:30 at night for me, which would
Okay.
be 3:30 or so for Mark, I guess.
Oh, okay.
You got
It's two.
hungry early.
It's
Went
2:33
went without
a.m.
his lunch.
Got you. So, America and yeah, how many hours apart is it?
We're all different. I just use the world clock on my phone.
How
So,
many
for
hours? If
example,
it's 2:30 here, so how many hours is that in between from you?
I'm about to tell you. So, on my phone, world clock, I've got St. Louis minus 15 hours from me.
Okay.
So, what are you, 2:34?
Yep. 2:34.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pedro winning this. He beating the fuck out of my guy in the black shorts. He concentrate more trying to get out the fucking web punches versus throwing them shit. He don't know what a jab is. Say his life. Pedro ain't trying to hug none of that shit. You lost this. You need to knock out black shorts. They put hot towels over his face and shit, like or cold towels rather. I'm sorry, over his face. That shit ain't gonna help. Just slap the fuck out of him. Tell him what the fuck you doing. Your ass whooped. Pedro's trying his best to score a knockout. Shit.
So, I found a website today by accident when I was trying to find Ezra Taylor. And what it actually does, Slick, is it
Huh?
shows you every fight in every division that's been had already this year.
Really?
Yep.
What? What website is that?
Just looking for it. It's called, because I put it in my favorites. www.sportingnews.com. Boxing fight calendar. It's actually over here in Australia, but you should be able to access it from over there if it's a website. And you can go and see every fight that's been had so far this year in every division, by division.
Oh shit. This is it called The Sporting News?
Um,
They got basketball showing first.
let me get it back up for you. Shut that down.
Oh, boxing. Oh, they showing me that schedule. All right.
All right.
Fight
So
schedule. Oh yeah. Oh
every month, and you can year,
yep.
division,
Yep.
title fight,
Yep.
sex.
Sex. Yep. I found it. Oh, this is dope.
So you can go and see what's happened all around the world on any given date for that month, that year, what have you.
I'm saving this. Hell yeah. But this is my top two war. Hell yeah.
Notice how I went quiet for a little while because
Uh
I was doubling down on finding that fight because I remembered it too. And I just couldn't put a name to it. I go, oh, yeah, Ezra Taylor. That sounds right.
yeah, that was it too. Oh, this is dope. Every year, this is off the chain. You can put on show all. You can pick whatever weight class, title fights, just a no. Oh yeah. Damn. Never how I never came across this, I don't know. But it got the date, everything. Okay. Good find. That was a good find. A great find.
Well, sometimes you just find these things by accident, right?
Yeah. This is cool. This is
So
cool.
here you go. You tell me how many female lightweight fights have been happening. So if we're going to try and predict Terry Harper's next opponent, who's
All right.
fought this year that might be
What weight class was she?
lightweight? It's 135.
Oh.
Right.
Uh,
I bet you there's a heap of names up there that not even you've heard of.
all right. Emma Nesbitt. Who the fuck?
Man, I'm pretty sure while sifting through there and working out that website, there was fights happening in Mongolia. I'm fucking what?
That is crazy. They got fights every fucking. But it's not update. It's like I went to May and I only went to May 4th. Hold on. Yeah, May 4th. Oh no.
Well,
Okay. Okay. You gotta go
that's
over.
because you selected a month, not show all.
Yeah. Oh. Go all 4th, 5th, 8th. Yeah. You got it's over button. Like you got to click over. Oh, click over. I tell you this though. If what's her name? Caroline Dubois. Dubois.
Yeah, I haven't gone back and watched it. There was a clip there that I thought I'd go back and watch, and I also saw that. Well, I mean, they've got the same last name. Moses
Uh-huh.
has got maybe a brother that's in lighter weight division than him.
Huh.
Super lightweight, I think. Sorry, light heavyweight.
Uh-huh.
But I'm telling you, man, boxing's much more international and worldwide than a lot of
Fucking
people
right
have
it
got in their
is.
own
And
brains.
you got me. You got me. Well, you should have gave me
I've
this
got,
website.
I've got given Slick a new toy.
Hell yeah, you did. I'm all through this shit. Like, like this shit. Damn, they got everything. Fights I probably I done missed. Damn, I wish they had like links to the fight and shit. Ebony Jones. Oh man. Hell yeah. Terry Harper. They got it on here. You fight info. See what stats they put. Let's see what stats they.
I
Okay, there
like
you
it
go.
because it helps you go back and because a lot of the results are only about the main event, and when you want to go and remind yourself about someone you saw on an undercard, it's hard to find an easy spot for that unless you remember their name.
Yeah. Damn, 28. She was 42. See, this stuff I missed. But she was 13-0 in boxing. Okay. Where she was 15-2. So it wasn't without reach. She had 13 wins in boxing. Zimmerman. And she was 13-0 in boxing, actually.
Yeah, but look, that's going to happen, and that's happening to Gabby Fondora as well, and that's also happening to Clarissa
Mm,
Shields. Like the depth isn't there for them. Like I think sometimes that they're inactive, waiting for someone to get to 10 fights,
yeah.
because when you go
And,
down the list, they've only had 5 or 6.
and then Arco, yeah, I agree with you because you can see the age, 42 and 28. It's crazy. That is nuts. No, I like this. They got the last four opponents, last five opponents for each fighter. I like this shit. Hell yeah. She fought. What the fuck is RTE? Not a draw, but I want to say it's a win. When she fought Sandy Ryan, let's go see. Sandy.
Look at you, you're like a kid in a bloody lolly shop.
Hell yeah, bro! Like
What
I
are you
like this
doing?
shit, bro.
Looking up the history of boxing.
Oh my god, you gave me some shit, bro. Real talk, you gave me some stuff to really look at. I already done saved it. It's in my bookmark. This is valuable. I'm really digging this. Oh no, she lost. No, Terry Harper won. No, what is it saying? No,
Slick.
Sandy
This
Ryan
comes
won.
from what I'm about to say comes from a very kind place.
What's that?
Nobody listening to you right now knows what the hell you're talking about or
Oh my
who you're
bad.
talking.
Hey y'all, DJ gave me this website. My bad, y'all.
You're
That's
just
right.
mumbling away over there, going through names and records.
Yeah, I mean, it's the shit I be on right here. This is like a boxing Bible where they got every fucking fight. Yeah. How did I not know about this? This is better than box rate, bro. Like for real, bro. This is better. This is way better. The layout and everything.
Aussies just do shit better.
And you get the like,
And
I
you don't
forget
need
what
to
it's
log
called.
in and all that sort of garbage.
Yeah, and you could like set your criteria what you're looking for. That's what's so cool about it.
Yeah, I might see if I can. Well, you're probably better at it than me. You want to create a link and drop it in our group chat for everyone else to use it.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to. This is awesome. You
Man,
get to choose what type of title fight, show all
Punch
or
will.
yes or no.
We won't hear from Punch for 6 months. He'll be buried in there just to go and cook someone.
Man, right? You hear me? You get all the information. Like you get to pick the weight division, the year, instead of just have to scroll. This is way better. Way better. Yeah, this setup is way better. Can't go wrong with
Man, how long you been doing this stuff for, Slick? 20 years? I come
it.
in, I blend in the game for 5 minutes, and
Man, and gave me a gym. Yeah. No doubt, bro. This I don't know nothing about this. The sporting news, huh? Fuck with you. They got all sports too, y'all. So it ain't just boxing. I wonder, can like, okay,
We about the
Dave.
we about the detail over here, Slick 50.
Damn
The
right.
detail matters to us Aussies.
Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, it tell you even football. Oh, this shit crazy. You can't beat this shit.
And look long enough, you'll probably find Mark's pub record in there.
Yeah, you can't beat this shit with a stick, bro. I'm trying to memorize how I get to where I was getting. Okay, I went to boxing, schedule and results, and that's how you do it. Okay. Yeah, this is off the chain right here. Oh, when you go to other sports though, like you don't have like stats like you do boxing, which tells me they probably started off with boxing. This website and evolved to other sports because
Did you
like
try a different year? Like, did you put last year in to see if they've got accurate details of all the stuff we witnessed and watched last year?
can do it now though. All right, let's see. Let's go all the way back.
Do you get striked
1990.
if you show that on your screen?
What this website? No, no, I can show websites. You don't get straight for that. Let's go to 2010. Boom.
Well, how about you share what you're clicking on, and if you don't get striked,
No, I don't get straight.
bring it on up and let us watch what you're navigating through in the history books.
Screen, fight schedule. There we go. Bring it. There we go. Yeah, for y'all out there, this is sportynews.com. I went back to 2010. Yep.
2000 and when?
Kovalev was a disqualification.
When did you go back to? What year?
2010.
Holy shit.
Yep. I just want to see. Shane Mosley, Floyd. There it is. Yep. Unanimous decision. May 1st.
And if you click on Shane Mosley, like that link,
Yeah.
what happens?
It just takes you to his record and stuff. And his last opponents. Yep. Whoa. What the fuck? Not realize he lost? Hold on, this can't be the same David Evans. It is.
Look at the date though. Does that say 2024? December
Yeah,
29th?
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is Javon Ennis. You see it? What? This dude for shame. Hold on, bro. I ain't know that. Hold on, I gotta go back. Hold on. You see this? Shane Mosley, David Avanesian lost. He lost. Shane lost that fight to David
In
Avanesian.
2016.
Holy fuck! I gotta
Where was
find that
that?
fight.
Where was that fight? Arizona
I gotta
at
find that fight.
at welterweight. So what's that?
Holy
140,
fuck!
147.
I gotta find that fight. That's my Sunday fight. I gotta find that fight.
Oh no, I've
What?
unleashed the beast.
Think about it though. People was talking about David Avanesian, like,
I didn't even know he fought that fight.
right? This dude beat Sugar Shane Mosley, bro. Bruh.
Yeah, hang on. Let's work out what age he was. How old's he now? Go up.
Let's say 2016. Let me see. 49 10 KO, about
Oh, so
6.
his age isn't there, but
Yeah, age ain't there. But fuck that. Shane
he's
fought
too.
David Amnesian.
Well, that's the
Let's
best
see it.
part of close enough to 10
Mayorga.
years ago.
I'm trying to see. Alvarez, Pacquiao, or Floyd
Man,
Mayweather.
your girls aren't going to see you for the next 3 weeks because you're just going to be buried in this website, Slick.
Man, this is crazy right here. Like, I know Sergio, Manny Pacquiao, Alvarez. So his last fight was fucking David Avanesian. I never knew that. Like, literally, I didn't know that. I gotta look. I gotta find this shit. In 16? What?
Must have been on Black Prime or something.
It had
Like
to
it,
be
because
somewhere I didn't know about. Yeah, that's what I thought. Pedro won that fight, by the way. Pedro won
Slick,
that fight. And then at the bottom, see this little arrow button. That's what takes you to the rest of the shit. But yeah, I ain't gotta go beyond 6. I remember the Vargas fights. I remember all
Slick,
that shit.
I want you to be careful that once you start digging around this sort of stuff, there might be some unfortunate news that you're going to find about some of your idols
Hey,
because
man.
there ain't no skeletons in the closet on this thing by the look
You
of it.
ain't lying. This is nuts. David Amnesia. Okay. Cool. David Amnesia. I'm gonna make sure accurate. David Ambrose, Terrence Crawford. Yeah, shit, right. That was December 10th, 2022. This shit accurate. Oh
Well,
wow. Wow.
look, for all the listeners, please still hit the like and subscribe. It's my fault that I've distracted your host.
Yeah,
He's
my
just found
bad.
a
Hey, we're gonna
oh,
get back to it,
he's,
but this is
he's,
this is a
he's
this
just
is a
found a
gold
new
mine for
toy.
me. This is a gold mine. This is better than Box Rec. Like, literally, this is way better than Box Rec, bro. How do people not know about this site, bro?
He
Like, it's
looks
so cool
hurt,
because it tells
Slick.
you the
He
opponent. It tells
looks
you where they was at.
hurt.
You ain't to click on them and all that shit.
It's basically a one-stop shop.
Yes, yes. Oh, this is awesome.
The only thing you don't get is the 7-Eleven girls with it. And
Right.
be happy you don't get them.
Right. I'll be looking for their phone number. Oh shit, yeah. You're right, bro. Good look. I gotta say, right to the top of my fucking screen too. I'll be all through that shit. Fuck Box Rec. I got a new home, and they it's way better, bro. The only thing it doesn't show you is like the promotion, like who is on the undercard stuff. I go to Box Rec if I want to know that, but just get straight to the shit I need to know. Yeah, that's way better. Damn, my dude saying something I don't know what the fuck he in the court. Damn, dude don't want to get out the corner. What's wrong with him?
I just been trying
Is
to
he
tell
sleep?
you. Well, nah, he's proper hurt. He's exhausted or distraught. Man, give
What
that.
are they? Oh, I think he acting, bro. They like trying to pick him up and stuff. Is he
Nah,
acting?
give him a bump. Give him a bump. He'll be right.
He came down at the wrong time. He came down off of it on the wrong time, y'all.
Reach for that blue Gatorade. You'll be right.
Right. Oh my God. Look at them. They picking this dude up for real. Oh my God, they picked him up like a baby. They put him
Oh,
on a stretcher.
slick. Mark's on the money. Go find Nine's record.
Oh my God, huh? That'd be crazy.
It'll be on there. Well, can you search by person on there?
I'm about to see. See now. Gosh. They don't have where you could type a person name in. Damn, that's the one thing they ain't got. That's the one thing they don't. Okay, so Boss Rick got that up on them. Search by fighter.
I bet they do. I'm going to open it up.
It says year. It says year 2025 division title fight, sex, and reset. It doesn't have, and it has all the months afterwards, and then that's it. That's it. And the only way you come across that fighter fights, like when you see the fighter that you want to see during that month, you click on it and it'll show you all their fights.
I got good news and bad news for you, Slick.
Well, you found it?
Yeah, so at the top, like you
Uh
would have defaulted to boxing, but at the top, it's got news, schedule results, and boxes.
Okay.
If
Oh,
you
okay.
if you click on boxes, I don't want to say his name on the web, but
Right.
you know his proper name. So it just comes in alphabetical order.
Stop it. I see it. I'm okay. Okay. Wait a minute. You found it? How'd you find it? I can't see it. Brian Menez.
Bring your screen back up for a minute.
Okay.
What the hell's that? Oh no, you're on the right page. But no, so it won't be by first name. It'll be by surname.
Got you.
So you
Yes.
take it down so you don't reveal names, but
I
or
ain't gonna
his
click
name.
on it. I just want to see it.
I reckon you could type it straight in and it'll take you straight to it.
Yeah, I don't see it. Hold on. I'm gonna go one row at a time. I don't see it. Hold on. Where do you type it in at? Yeah, I don't see it, bro. You see it?
I'm looking. Yep, I found it.
Oh, you found it?
Yep.
What did you do? Type it in or something?
No. So hang on. Where are you? All right. So here's how you gotta run it, Slick.
Okay.
So scroll down on your page.
Okay.
See that arrow
Oh.
there?
Oh, I
Right.
forgot about the arrow. There it is. I see it. I see. See what?
Now you can just
I see it.
yes.
I
So
see it. Yep. Oh, not that one. Let's try that
29,
one.
5, and 1. Oh, J Rock.
Yeah.
That's gonna get some airtime. J Rock.
Oh shit. No, not that one.
What?
No, that's not him. No, that's not him. That's actual J Rock. I know who that is. Yeah, that's not him. That's the one that just got beat by. Yeah, tell us. We watched that fight, bro.
Right.
Yeah, that's not him. He might have got enough fight, had enough fights to be on here. Devontae.
So look, obviously it's not perfect, but now you
But
know you can
it
find.
files the big names. That's what it does. So if it's a big name, I know I can come over and find it. It's just still dope though, how they got it set up. I'm impressed. Oh wait, it says fight info. Hold on. Results, height, reach, opponent. Oh, and it tell you the undercard. Okay, it do have all of that. So it does tell you, but it don't tell you the promoter and stuff. But it tell you the undercard, but not the promoter or whoever. Okay, and it tells you the. Why don't tell you? Well, this is a particular one. I just clicked on a random one, but they got a lot of NA. Like they couldn't find that and just put it in there, but hmm, it's a good, but still overall, it's a good fucking website for reference, for real. But that fuck me up. I'm definitely finding that fucking Sugar Shane fight though. All right, let's try this one. All right, who was it? Wait, yes, blah blah. Blah. But see, okay, why won't you let me click on here? This is but you're mad at all. Yeah, it ain't perfect.
So they
How
got
did
a
I get to
Abdullah.
that?
They've got Abdullah Mason ninth out of a total of 2,531 lightweights, and they've got Jeremiah Nakatalia 40th out of 2,531.
Oh wow.
Oh, I need to look through this tomorrow. Look, some of the information's brought across from BoxRec,
Yeah, I saw.
so that's all right. But it's just a little bit easier to navigate through it all. You've
It
got
is
everything in the one spot. So
right. And boxing news. I'm with it.
do you know how to actually copy that link into our group chat, Slick?
Yep.
Your boy Heavy Bag gonna lose his shit over it too. We won't hear from him for 3 weeks either.
Yep. All I gotta do is email it to myself. And then I copy it on my phone, put it in group chat. There we go.
Not so much a watch party so far, Slick. An information technology
Right.
watch party.
Hey, bro. Hey, for anybody want, I'm putting it in the actual chat, bro. This is gold. The link is in chat for that. That what we were just looking at. If y'all want to know anybody who beat who anybody and punches landed, that's the spot to go to. No lies. Sportnews.com/US Boxing. I'm with that. Not just US, but I got everybody on there. Everybody. Hey, Stupid said, if you distract heavy for a while, it might save some dude from getting sacked a few days for a few days.
I go
For
the
real.
other way, Mark. I bring up Andy Cruz, and then he goes to sack someone just out of spite.
Hell no. He said, "You're fired, motherfucker." Fuck it. Okay, y'all buying time. Japan do it like that, where you gotta buy a shitload of time between fights.
Or did the last fight go the distance? I think that's the misdemeanor. Like the misdemeanor is that I think they try to actually schedule out and tell the fighters their warm ups, their routines, their strapping, and all those sorts of things, the inspections based on the fight going the full distance. So
Right.
for fights that actually, like particularly two fights in a row that only make fourth or fifth round out of 10 or 12, it means that the fight that was two fights down the track can't be brought forward too much,
Mm-hmm.
like by way of time, because they don't all arrive at the same time.
Right. Right.
I'll give you a ring too, Slick, during the week, let you know about that the zone watch party that I've been doing a bit of homework on.
Oh, okay. Damn, so they talking about Kameda like too long at the tooth to win this damn fight. They talking bad. They're saying if Kameda win, he'll get shot at fucking anyway.
Do you know that you actually wouldn't know about Terramona until you started to watch Australian fight
Yeah,
cards?
yeah, yeah. He would have crossed my radar eventually. No lie. I'd be trying to catch everything. Shout out to Eddie for putting y'all on the map. No lie. I'm with it. That's why I said, like, even if a lot of Australian boxers don't pan out, eventually it'll catch on. There's a diamond. Trust me, there's a diamond in the rough in Australia somewhere that's not getting his shot. That's getting written off. And when he get his shot, he gonna shine.
Do you think, remember that comment that I sent you and I said, well, how similar is the style of George Kambosos to Liam Para? Do
Mm-hmm.
you fear that our styles are the same from what you're watching? I mean,
I
they're not
feel
all exactly the same, but
no. It's the tenacity that's the thing for me. And that's why I was asking the question: do you see Hitchison fighting him the same way he fights Sparrow? Keep him at the end of the jab and not engaging as much. You know what I'm saying? Sparrow had more of a bounce. You know what I mean?
Jo-
In the beginning,
Well,
but
because George is so upright, right? He won't come in underneath anything, like to get in close to get his shots off. He just wants to walk in upright, and I think that's where a Hitchens and a Devon just stops him in his tracks with a stiff jab. You're not coming in. You're not coming in, right? I don't want to get in the phone booth with you.
uh-huh.
See, Paro found his way inside Matthias. That's how he beat him.
Right,
But Paro couldn't find his way in against Hitchens.
right, because he kept at the end of that jab.
Well, because they were so upright. They didn't want to bend and duck and
That
move and
too.
find a different angle in.
Right, exactly.
And that's in my memory, Haney fighting Cambosis, I can just remember in my head because who was it? Was it Punch? One of the boys said no, he thinks that Cambosis won one of them, the first one or the second one. I'm going, fuck, I don't think so. He just
Right.
got he just got jabbed to death.
Yeah. Exactly what happened. Yeah, they talking about Kameda like he on his last leg.
Like so,
Me,
because if you think about Sky Nicholson too, I've always said that she's susceptible to someone that actually cuts off the ring on her and finds their way in and
right.
makes her exchange on the inside, right?
Yeah, makes your fight. Right.
Well, Paro's back in the ring, I think, on the 25th of June.
Right, but don't know who his opponent is.
Oh, I do. I can find it, but it's I know it's a Mexican, but well, maybe it's different for you. I don't recognise the name.
Right.
So he's swapped. He's gone from what Matchroom across to No Limit.
Yeah, I remember that. They believe in their bright ass lights. God damn.
Well,
They
it's
in the
funny how
back with
that
them bright
happened
ass lights.
because Matchroom let Paro go, but then picked up Cambosis at the same weight division within weeks. Have you
Because of the
joined those
bigger
dots
name.
yet?
Yeah. Liam Wilson on that card too.
Man, I don't know whether Liam's unlucky, but he just can't get the job done in those title fights.
Yeah, he said Lil Wilson on that card too in Townsville, I believe. Boxer Kangaroo might be there. That'd be dope.
Well, we've got Jai fighting. Is it next weekend or the weekend after?
Uh, June
It's early
7th,
June, isn't it?
I think
8th.
it's 8th. That's
8th.
a,
Right.
yeah,
So it's
that's a Sunday here.
no, it'll be June 8 here, which means it'll be June 7 there.
Okay.
Man, Jai, if he's fighting in Australia, there's no planet he fights on a Monday.
Yeah, that's a very awkward. Usually, big fights used to happen on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But yeah, Monday's a real awkward day for a championship fight.
Well, there's this time around, like this time of year, with the two biggest codes in Australia, with the AFL and the rugby league. Um, most of the games happen on Saturdays here
Right.
with AFL and rugby league. Yes, there's still a couple on the Sunday, but the bulk of them are over a Saturday and a Saturday night, so they got less competition for eyes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's June 8 here, so it'll be June 7 over there. Or really, really early in the morning, June 8 over there. I hope he's not a tomato can, Mark. I want to see Jai tested at some stage.
Yeah, man, for real. I know he won the title fight. He got to fight some viable fights. He can't just fighting tomato cans.
Well, no one's calling him out slick, other than that new new cruiserweight, uh,
Cruiserweight.
Lois. No, there's a cruiserweight from the UK that's coming through that thinks he's as good as, if not better than, the current cruiserweight champions, including
Oh,
Jai.
okay.
Aloys, and he's fighting soon too. I'm going to keep an eye on him. It's all good to talk yourself up, but let's see if you can deliver in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not even that confident that Jai's going to get a Zerto fight. The
No,
fans
me
want
either.
it. So who's the Badu Jack? He's the other title holder
Yeah,
up there.
Badu Jack.
Who's
He ain't
he
fought in
with?
a minute. I think he was supposed to fight on the last card. We watched him fight like 2 cards ago. But
Yeah, but
before
who?
that fight, he had a long layoff.
Because of the massive chasm that's in his forehead,
Mm-mm.
the big cut. Um, what promoter's he with?
Now that I don't know.
Right.
Huh.
Oh, who's Captain 007? I'd rather see Jai versus Gatlin O'Reilly. Slick, tell him to take the link up and spell that
Right.
out for
Explain
us.
yourself. Come on up.
Have you got the link pinned to the top, or
Yep,
is it in the
it's pinned at the top.
Captain 007? You're more than welcome to come up and take the link, the StreamYard link, because I would love to hear that opinion. Man, that's out of the blue. Gatlin O'Reilly. I'm going to have to look that shit up. You heard of those names, Slick?
Yeah. Zerto don't want it. Jack will give you badly hurt. I want the Zerto fight. Why you don't want the Zerto fight, Mark?
I'm going to use our new website to look up Gatlin.
My dude got stretchered out. That's crazy.
Man, listen, I was kind of keeping an eye on that fight. Not, we were both distracted, but that was some Ben Whitaker shit.
Yeah, it was. He was playing it in the fucking corner, bro.
Okay. Brandon Galton. cruiserweight, United States. Ranked 25 out of 1,551 cruiserweights. Last fought April 26 in the UK against Chris Billham-Smith and lost.
Yeah.
That tells a story in itself.
Mm-hmm.
Billham-Smith couldn't, although he traded, couldn't beat Zerto. Don't have high hopes for him beating Jai Opetaia. Before that, he fought June last year, 2024, and got the win by KO against Alexei Igorov in Russia.
Come on, man. Get this next fight going. Break's getting kind of long.
Yeah, Captain 007, I just had a bit of a look. He just lost to Chris Billham-Smith, according to, well, what I was looking at. So you're on a channel where the host, GMT Sports, likes people to come up and voice their opinion. So if you got time, there's a link at the top of the chat. If you go to the top of the chat and you hit that, it'll be StreamYard, and you can come up on panel and give us your worldview on boxing and cruiserweight division.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a pressure fighter.
Mm-hmm.
That hasn't worked out well for a lot of other pressure fighters that have tried to get at Jai.
Right.
I mean, really, Breeders is still his toughest task, isn't it? Those fights were just dog fights. I mean, those boys broke each other, both fights. Noses, jaws. They were just wars. Still with us, Slick?
Yep. There you go, Mark. What it do, Mark?
Oh, here
There
he
you
is.
go.
The
He
man,
buying
the
a
myth, the
shitload of fucking
legend.
time.
I've just got me
mate?
pork. I've got me pork belly underway, so I've got a little bit of time there.
So you got the grub on
But
you, huh?
yeah, you said come up and give your opinion. My opinion ain't nobody beating Jai at fucking cruiserweight. Nobody. I don't care. Even that Zerto, he's not going to go the distance either.
That's what got me. The damn man. A distance.
The
What the
which?
fuck? What is he talking about? I'm sorry, he caught me off guard, Chris Jury. Oh, okay. He talking about how they bring Japan fighters over and they fitting in. For a minute, it sounded like he was Anderson is set up like they was waiting for the right perfect time. Jump in.
Why is Chris in all black? Is he at a funeral?
Right.
Stop that. So the thing is, Mark, how long does Jai have to wait or be dodged, ducked, to make the decision to go up?
Well, until he's sick of it. It's as simple as that. Yeah, I mean, who else is he going to fight? I mean, I'm sick of watching these. This next fight of his is going to be a fucking. If that goes 5 rounds, I'll be absolutely stunned.
Well, he can. Well, I don't know what the politics are, but he can go and unify with Badu Jack.
Yeah, but he don't want to fight him either. This is the trouble. The other two blokes with belts don't want to fight him. It's as simple as that. Nothing else you can do. They don't have to fight you. It's not like
Sure.
It's not like he's there. He's not there mandatory. They don't have to fight him. So, and if they don't want to, they're not going to.
Yeah, I get that, but surely with Jai being what seems to be a favourite of Turkey can throw enough money at him for them to swallow their fear and their pride.
Maybe. I don't know.
That's about the only way I see it getting done, Mark, that it just gets done on a Riyadh season card. Because Oscar's not going to foot the bill for it, and Tasman fighters aren't going to foot the bill for it. So
no, neither of them. Well, neither of them. They'd foot the bill if the other dudes weren't asking too much money. But them other dudes are going to want a hell of a lot of money to get their heads punched in by Jai.
Well, the thing is,
I would.
Thing is Jai saying I'll fight for $500. The money's not the issue. I just want the belts.
Yeah, no, Jai's not the issue. It's Zerto and Badu Jack. They're the issue.
Yeah, but surely Zerto doesn't need protecting it. What? How many fights? He got 40, 42 fights or something?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll put it this way: if I'm in a bar, I'm not walking up and picking the biggest, scariest, nastiest looking dude there, and that's like Jai in their division. I'm not fucking doing that.
Oh, you've stopped doing that over the years, have you, Mark?
Oh yeah. When you get to 54, man, you're not fucking 25 anymore. I can tell you. And yeah, I heard your comment earlier about look up Mark's fucking record in the pubs. You won't see no record in nothing like that. You'd have to go to the police records to find anything. And I'm not sure you can just Google that shit. You can't just Google that shit.
It was a tongue-in-cheek, Mark, just to get you.
Yeah, I know. I know it was. I know. It nearly got me on, but right then. But I was halfway through preparing my pork belly, so I thought I'd let it slide, and it just came to me.
Well, finally, somebody walking out. Yeah. Have who's the best camp is who. Talking about who's the best fighter. That shit don't make sense sometimes.
So let me ask you, Mark. I'll ask you the same question that I asked Slick before, because it's a genuine curiosity for me, and I've only just started thinking about it the last week or two. Do you see Liam Paro and Kambosos having very similar, not exactly the same, but very similar fighting styles?
Not the same, but yeah, I can see what you're saying. Similar, but I don't know. No, not the same, but yeah, similar, I guess. But I think Paro is better. I think even if they fought, I think Paro would beat him. But I mean, Kambosos, he's a tenacious little fucking thing. So,
look, he's tough as nails until you knock him out.
that's right. He's not the most talented, but yeah. Well, he's a typical Australian fighter, and he's got plenty of heart, but he's not the most talented. That sums up Australian boxing, doesn't it? Except for Jai.
Well, so the reason I asked the question is in two parts. in that I don't know how fresh or the last time or how good your memories were of Haney and Cambosis, is that I've got visions of Cambosis in my memory of just trying to find his way into Haney square to him and standing straight up, right? There was no lateral movement or ducking under shots or anything like that. The kind of way
that's what
on
I
the
mean. He's just a
inside.
come forward fighter, basically. But yeah,
And
especially, I mean, the
kind of,
first fight not so much, but the second fight he definitely tried to get in there, and he just kept getting jabbed his fucking head off. So
I reckon, honestly, I reckon that might have been the best version of Devon that we might see, because
well, I don't know. He
Devon
looked
had
pretty
his.
good against. I thought he looked pretty good against Loma
Well, yeah, there was that, but the reason I say
and
that is
Regis.
that, well,
I think
yeah,
that Regis fight was probably the best version I've seen of him, to be honest. But
it's
his best
like,
opponent has been Loma for sure, and he won that fight. So, well, according to them, I thought Loma won it, but anyway, according to the judges, Haney got it. But
so why I say I think it was his best performance, it might be, was his timing. Devon's timing against Cambosis was that as soon as Cambosis had lift a foot to even think about coming forward, Devon had his jab on such timing that Cambosis couldn't even put that foot down. He was smacked in the face before he could even put that foot down after he lifted it.
yeah.
He was just getting schooled. So,
Yeah, but Devon was a lot taller, a lot quicker, and a lot more skilled, boxing wise than Kambosos. Like I said, he's all heart, typical Australian fighter, all heart. Not the most skilled, but all heart. You know what I mean? And I still admire that sort of thing, but yeah, it only gets you so far.
well, if there's the best resume in boxing for the biggest names in boxing giving an ass whooping, Cambosis has got it. So,
Oh yeah, he's gold medalist there for sure. But at least he gets in there to fight him, unlike people like Tank.
Yeah, look, we're not questioning that, but the other half of that reason is I'm saying that I wonder whether Hitchens is going to give him the same strategy as Haney gave him. Like, there's no real reason.
Yeah. Well, that's the
Because,
blueprint, isn't it?
well, Hitchens is nearly a Haney 2.0.
Exactly. Yeah. I think
What's
he's
happened?
a little bit, well, back in when Devon was, you still there?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
Slick's
Yeah, I know.
gone to bed. But
Slick's not at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, I think Hitchens, well, yeah, he's going to try and follow the same blueprint that Haney used for sure. Why wouldn't you? Because he's a slick boxer, so that's what you got to do. And it worked against Hitchens. Worked against Paro. So
and see, now you're joining the dots like that same. I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you on the inside like you did Matthias. I'm just going to keep you at the end of my jab. So, and look, if you're good enough to do it, so be it. But
yeah, but that's how I was. That's why I was disappointed with Paro. He tried to fight Hitchens the same way he fought Matthias. Two completely different fighters. So you can't try and fight them the same way.
Paro didn't adjust at all during that fight. He didn't try anything different. It was like his game plan was tattooed on his brain, and there was no deviation from it. Every round,
well, I think he was trying. I think he thought he was going to get the fight on his terms, and that was simply not the case. He got flipped on him because he dictated to Matthias what the fuck was going on, and then Hitchens flipped that on him. So,
Well,
He dictated to Paro what was going on, so he's got to learn from that.
the difference
So you got to
from me
fight
was,
people differently. You know what I mean?
well, that's what Slick was saying about Itama. But I guess when I look back at Matthias used to get his own way because people were worried about his power. And Liam wasn't. I'm just going to walk straight through that shit and I'm going to have my way for you. So that's what brought Matthias unstuck, because he was so used to knocking people out. But
I don't know if he walked through it. He was more of a Paro was more doing the boxing thing. You know, he
it was
he
still,
wasn't walking straight through him. No, I can't say that. But he was more. Well, he was more doing what Hitchens was doing to him. I just said that a minute ago. Paro did it to Matthias, and then Hitchens did it to Paro. So
you
basically the same thing.
You don't think that Paro won the fight at short range, not at long range on that night?
Versus Hitchens?
No, against Matthias. Matthias.
Matthias, yeah. We know who we're talking about. What did you say? He won it at short range, you thought?
Yeah, I reckon he won that fight at short range, not off distance.
But I think, but that's, I guess. But, well, so, at times he did. But that's another ploy. If you get in close to Matthias, whatever his fucking name is, you get in close to him, then all his leverage is gone. So he can't hit your zone. So it's a good ploy, you know. If he's a big puncher, you don't want to be standing back right in his range, do you? You get in close, so he's got no leverage.
No, but the problem with, not the problem, for every other fight before Paro is because people were worried about his power, they were trying to stay outside his range and actually allowing him to get that leverage. I'm saying that
staying in the range. That's right.
Paro found his way inside to remove some of that power and just beat him.
Yeah.
Not necessarily in the phone booth, but
I must have heard you wrong. But then I just agreed with you completely then, because that was one of the better options, was to don't stand in his range, get close to him.
Sometimes I just ask these questions to see whether my opinion or my thoughts are fucking stupid or otherwise. So if I was to put something on you with short notice, give me 2 Australian, male or female, give me 2 Australian prospects that excite you. Without getting on a bandwagon and promising world titles and unifications, none of that shit, just in your eye, and you've been watching this long enough, who's a couple of names that
get me going, you reckon?
Maybe you've got some hope.
Well, I still like Paro, to be honest.
Do you?
I like Liam Wilson still too. I like the way he goes about it. But he got stopped in that fight against Navarrete. But I like the way he goes about it. But besides them two, let's think of someone else.
So, how much faith can you have in? How much faith can you have in Liam Wilson after he just can't seem to get that?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. He's got to learn. He's got to learn.
There's only so many world title shots you're gonna get. Like sometimes you just got to find a way to seize the moment.
Yeah, he really fumbled the ball in that Navarrete one, but Navarrete's like that. He always seems to get dropped, but he gets up and keeps going and wins.
Well, look, I'd love to hear from.
But he was also he was a late stand-in for that fight too. To be honest, who are we talking about? Liam Wilson. He was a replacement for that fight against Navarrete, and still put him down, but then got stopped. So,
man,
I thought he did well.
I don't know what to make of Navarrete at the moment. Like, that last decision and whatever happened there was some fucking proper bullshit. Like, the The last two judges were taking a half an hour to make their fucking minds up. I was talking to Slick while it was happening. Like, what the
Somebody else was telling them. Somebody else was telling them what their mind was saying.
Do you remember that, Slick?
Mm-mm.
Oh, he's napping. What are
He's
you,
having
what
a
are
little,
you
he's having a
doing,
little
Slick
fucking
50?
snooze over there.
Red Bull?
How's this fight going? Has this fight even started yet, or what?
Yeah, it's
this
round
fight's
2
round
of
2.
12. Oh, you can watch it, Mark. It's on the internet.
Yeah, I know. I've tried. Yeah, I know. It's either talk to you or watch it on my phone because I tried to get it on my TV and it's not fucking
Look,
happening.
it's not the main event.
I thought about throwing the fly can at my fucking TV and smashing it, and then saying that my grandchild did it, and then claiming it on fucking insurance and getting a new fucking smart TV so I can get all these fucking channels or apps on my TV. But
all you got to do is just leave it out on the front lawn. Someone will pick it up, and then you can say it was stolen.
Yeah.
Mate,
But they probably won't take it because it's not a smart TV. It'll probably be there for 4 weeks, and I'll have to put it in the bin.
let me tell you, if someone can get a packet of cigarettes for it, right, they're taking that shit.
Yeah, I'll put the Hubble box out the front with it.
Slick, what's going on? You all right over there? You're the host.
Yeah, I'm watching the fight.
All right. Well, Mark and I are going to properly take over your channel.
Yeah. I'm sitting there watching the fight.
Just roll that disclaimer. If you're going to hand the keys over to me and Mark, you better put that disclaimer up because it could get colourful.
I got you.
So you went. Where were you going with your prospects, Mark? To get back on topic.
Young fella from WA. Fuck, I can't. Aboriginal fella.
Yeah.
I think he's not minimum weight. But he's pretty small. He got a world title fight after 4. He only had 4 pro fights. Got a world title shot.
Danny Green?
Oh, okay, he put me on the spot. No, I'm not sure about that. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. I can't remember his name, but yeah, he got a world title shot against a Mexican dude that I thought was minimum weight, but it was hell of a small weight. That's pissing me that I can't remember his name.
Do we actually grow Australians that small?
Well, apparently we do. He's I don't know. It was hell of a small though. It might have been 10. I don't know what's minimum weight. It's 105, isn't it? So it might have been 108. Might have been 112. I don't know. But he was small. But he lost. He didn't win it. So he got beaten. But he'd only had 4 professional fights. Then you chuck him in the ring, and this world champion's held the belt for fucking quite a few years apparently. Fuck, what's his name? I can't think of his name.
No, don't worry about it because.
But I reckon he'll go all right. He's a good little fighter. He was just thrown in there too early with the world champion. So, well, there'll be one, but you'll have to look it up. I can't. I can't. I'm trying to roll a smoke, and I'm on my phone.
No, you're good. So I think I told you when we were in the group chat there that I like the look of the son of the mum that beat Jazzy Parr.
Yeah, O'Connell. Yeah, I nearly mentioned him, but I thought, fuck, he's only had 1 fight. But no, he did look all right. Yeah, he looked good. Well, he was world champion, under 19 world champion last year. So,
well, the reason I like him, Mark, is that it wasn't so much about how he won. It was just about that there was technique and control in the win. Like it just wasn't loose. It wasn't nervous. It wasn't panic. He just.
Oh, yeah, he definitely looked good for his first fight or professional fight.
Yeah. And then what is Nikita Zoo still a prospect?
Yeah, he's definitely a prospect for sure. I wouldn't call him a contender yet, but But I don't know. I still don't. I mean, I've heard Slick and Punch praise him a bit more than I sort of. I don't know. They reckon he's going to be better than Tim, which is
Well,
that's
Punch
fair enough.
does.
But I just don't see it. I don't see it myself.
Well, I'd probably agree that he's probably maybe got some more power and aggression than Tim, but
And he's southpaw, so that's another tick in a box. Because a lot of people.
The other part of that is he just at this point he just looks at 54. He looks too easy to hit.
He's going to be cannon fodder for the big boys for sure. Yeah, that's right. He is. He's getting knocked down by people like Brubaker and I mean he ends up finishing them, but he's getting knocked down by them, and they're pretty. Well, I don't want to say that. They're not high quality, if you want to put it that way. You know what I mean? They're just domestic Australian fighters, and they've dropped him. So.
Slick, what's the general rule of when you move from prospect to contender? Is it 6 rounds to 8 rounds? Like if you start fighting 8 rounds, you're a contender?
Yep. No, when you start fighting 10 rounds, you're a contender.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. Does it even go on rounds though? Is it more who you're fighting?
Yeah.
But I mean, if we did that, then Boots is still a fucking prospect. So
he is. He is.
Oh, well.
But yeah, okay. So I don't know if that's Nikita done the 10 rounder yet. I'm not sure if he has. Maybe he has Australian title, wouldn't it? Didn't he fight for an Australian title?
I think
that would have been 10 rounds. That would have been 10 rounds.
Was it Pigs that went 10 rounds
with? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Yep.
Well, and that's the other part of it. Phase 2 of the Grand Prix starts.
The Grand Prix, yes. You just put that triggered my mind when you that can't be far away, eh?
20. Well, because they've got the bulk of them out, I think it's not over 4 days this time. It's over 2 days. But I did put in the group chat. If you go back and have a look there, the WBO's got the whole schedule and who's fighting who and this, that, and whatever else. So
yeah, I saw Briggs's next opponent.
Yeah, so
I can't remember who it was.
And if he wins this one and the next one, he's in the final.
He's in the final
I'm pretty
round.
sure.
Yeah.
Didn't he actually get hurt in his first fight?
No, that was the one in lightweight or super lightweight, Hamden Hamas the other Australian. He tore a bicep, but he still won his fight.
Yeah,
and that's what I mean. How long was it between? Because that was only like a month ago, wasn't it? The first round.
Oh, I'm going to say
torn bicep. How long is that going to take to repair?
I'm going to say, well, you got to get stitched back up, don't you? That's a surgery.
That's
thing.
What I mean. It means surgery.
Surgery.
And I think there was only like 2 months in between.
I'm going to say February, Slick.
Yeah. No, it wasn't that fucking long ago.
But
it was up there.
Well, we're in fucking May now, so that's like 4 months ago. No.
How's May 4 months away from February?
Well, it's 3 months then. May's the 5th month, isn't it? Yeah, May's the 5th month, so it's 3 months. I thought it was only 2 months between rounds. And that's what I was trying to allude to, was if he's torn his bicep, how's it going to repair in, surgery and blah, 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 and then fight again in, I thought it was 2 months, but I'm not sure.
It won't. But no, I mean, it's the other thing is it's such a once in a lifetime opportunity that.
And actually, there's another one that you can put on your prospect thing. Hass Hamden, that was his name. I mean, I know it wasn't the highest level competition, but Jesus Christ, to tear a bicep in the second round and still win your fight with one arm. Well, again, typical Aussie, showed a lot of grit, but yeah.
Captain 007, the Max Kid at 168 from Australia, I think. Max Kid. Who's at light heavyweight at 168? Hey, Captain, honestly, if you got time, you're more than welcome to take the link and come up on panel and just stop making us guess what you're thinking. Just explain to us. I'd love to hear from you. You're obviously either Australian or you're actually watching the international boxing. Mark, can you think of who's at 168 from Australia?
The only one that came to mind for me was the one that Janabak knocked out, the one from New Zealand. But his name wasn't Max, I don't think. Mikhailovich or what? Yeah, the Russian kid that got adopted and moved to New Zealand. That's the only one that came to my mind, but he's not Australian. But I don't think his name was Max either. So I don't.
No, but
to be honest, I haven't heard no Max.
He's also at 160. If he's fighting Janabek, he's at 160, not 168.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Yeah, sorry. Yes.
Also, Slick, you missed Taylor Bevan's last outing. Remember I was telling you a while ago to keep an eye on that kid?
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch him there last weekend?
No, I still haven't had a chance to get into it, man, with a lot of issues been going on. I'll tell you about it offer.
No, that's all good. I'm just asking you. I'm not having a crack, but it's going to be interesting to see how I'm seeing a lot of all over the place, a lot of people that look like you should be enthusiastic about them, but then when they get to that next level, a little bit like a Keishwan, just how good are they? Or are they just, they're good because their competition isn't great?
Oh, fuck, don't let fucking Heavy hear you saying that. Fucking hell.
That's straight left.
Look,
there we go.
All Heavy needs to worry about is who's Rowley going to beat next with his 90% percentile stuff.
I think he'll be a little bit devastated if Keyshawn gets beaten by fucking Del Santos. I'll put it that way.
Look, man, Rowley's not going to be offered up to anyone else other than in the PBC stable.
No, that's what I was saying last week. Who are they going to put against him? To keep it in house.
Well, he gets the winner or the loser of
because that's 147, isn't it?
Yeah, Barrios and Manny.
Oh, Manny. Yeah, okay. All right. Yeah, maybe.
Well, who else they got, Slick, in the PBC stable at 147? Other than Stanionis just got his ass whooped, so
not much at all.
No.
There'll be no planet that they're going to let Rowley, Barrios, or Pacquiao go across the street, because that's the only title that they've got at 147. They're not giving that up without blood.
Right.
But what are they going to do? What are they going to do if Manny beats fucking Barrios and then he beats fucking, what's his name? Who are we talking about? The boy that just beat fucking Ryan. Can't help me out.
Rowley.
Rowley, yeah. If Manny can beat those two, then we've got a fucking 46, nearly 47-year-old dude with a fucking title. Then what are they going to do?
How about I fuck your world right up, Mark? How about I go that Manny and Barrios isn't a one-fight deal? Because Barrios is a world champion. Normally they get a rematch clause. Let's run it over. So there's two fights.
Yeah.
Now we'll throw maybe Rowley in against the loser of that. And now you actually get whoever wins.
Manny will be fucking 50.
man. I'm telling you, I'm not making this shit up. I'm just
Fucking hell.
going off. I'm just going off how they historically move.
I know. Yeah, I'm hearing you. Fucking Manny would start doing them fucking ads like Volkanovski on TV with the make him look old and shit. Do them ads, old Volk or old Manny. You seen them ads?
No, I haven't.
How the fuck you don't see him? I've seen them over here.
Well, where are you seeing the ads? On TV or on the internet?
Yeah, no, on TV. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't watch much of the
internet.
TV.
No, I don't either. But it was during like I'm sure they would have put him. I would have thought they'd put him on during NFL games because I'm NFL NRL because I'm sure that's where I seen him was between ad breaks on AFL because that's about the only mainstream TV I fucking watch too, to be honest. But anyway, either way, Manny going to be old as fuck. So what are they? And then they're boxed into a corner. What are they going to do? Make him fight fucking Barrios again?
Well, I'm just saying it's the PBC. Don't get caught up in your own wishful fantasy world, right? PBC are going to do what PBC already done.
Oh, fuck it.
Hey,
I learned that a little while ago with boxing. Don't worry about that.
You know what's worse? It's only going to be a matter of time before Nikita Zoo's tied to PBC.
Yeah. Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
And there ain't no planet that No Limit are going to go across the pond to the US.
He's supposed to be fighting in August, I think, isn't he? That's what I heard. Glenn Jennings or fucking one of them blokes you went to school with. What's that bloke that runs No Limit? George Rose. One of them was saying that August they were planning for Nikita to come back.
Matt Rose, his brother, was 2 years below me at school.
Yeah, but I've never heard Matt Rose speak, to be honest. But it was either George Rose or what's the manager called?
Glenn
Jennings that said that Nikita's next fight was going to be in August sometime.
Who's he going to fight? Oh,
fuck,
man, I'm
buying
spud.
It'll be another spud for sure.
I would love him to actually just go and shut Zarafa up properly and just put him in fucking hospital. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think Zarafa would beat Nikita, in my opinion.
How?
Because Nikita's not that fucking good, in my opinion.
Oh. Listen.
They rise to the occasion, huh?
Zarafa got knocked out by a jab against a 42-year-old. Erislandy Lara knocked him out with a jab. Just how dangerous do you think he is?
Yeah, holding it back.
I think he's a little bit better than he showed in that fight.
I would hope so, but man, he's only
there. I don't know.
He's only there with No Limit to pay back the debt that he cost No Limit when they flew everyone over to Newcastle and he was a no-show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Geez, when the kid starts going well, don't worry. I'll climb aboard the train and choo-choo all along with everybody. But at the moment, I don't see it, to be honest. And Nikita's not, well, I mean, he's not young. He's still a prospect, and he's 20, what, be 28?
No, he's not 28.
Well, fucking Tim's 30. Tim's 30.
Yeah, I still don't think he's 28. Well, you might be.
Well, okay, he might be 27 then. But that's, you know what I mean? He's not fucking 21, 22. He only got that much fucking time left, and he's still not that fucking good at the moment. In my opinion.
Mark's bringing the hate on his own nationality.
Yeah.
No, I'm just fucking saying it how I see it. I don't give a fuck where he's from.
Well, okay then. if you're in the mood to tell it how you feel it, Tim Zoo Fondora. How do you see that playing out?
Yeah, I think Fundora's improved. Well, it was only against that fucking Booker though. So, yeah, I think Tim's going to win it for sure. Might not knock him out. Might be over the. But he's going to take some punishment, old Fundora, if it goes the whole 12 rounds. I just can't see. Fundora hasn't improved that much, and to beat the same fighter, Tim really don't need to improve that much, other than fucking tripping over his leg and falling in for a fucking headbutt on his elbow. And Tim would have finished that fucking fight within 4 or 5 rounds, I reckon, if it wasn't for that cut. So, yeah, I still see Tim winning it. Maybe not as easily as he would have won it the first time, but he's still going to win it, I reckon. And maybe it won't be KO, but TKO, I can see. Everybody just stunned at that comment, or what's going on?
No. I was just, I had to get up and grab something. But look,
You're right. I'm thinking, fuck, what did I just say?
no. Look,
I'm trying to see if we'll cut this ring off on this motherfucker Leo and get his get back.
I expressed pretty similar views, Mark. What was it on your live, Slick, when I was asked about it, or might have been Heavies? I don't think that Tim needs a style change to beat Fondora, because Fondora hasn't leveled up since their last fight. He fought Brooker or whatever his name is, and he was like ranked 54 or something in the weight. Like, that was just a tuner, right? From the Fondora camp, I think it's better to get Tim now than in 2 or 3 fights time, right? But I can actually see Tim finishing the job. Like, I don't see Fondora doing anything other than he's learned to use his jab better. But if you haven't got blood in your face and in your eyes, he's going to see them coming. The problem I've got with the jabs and the height is they're going to land at the top. A lot of them are going to land at the top of Tim's forehead, around that cut area, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's going to open up. I'm not saying he's got.
Fuck, it's been fucking 15 months since that cut, or 14 months now.
Yeah, but
if it's not repaired now, it's never going to be repaired.
The thing is, it's thin skin against your scalp. It doesn't matter which way you flip or turn. It's not a fleshy part of your body. It's just skin.
Yeah, I guess. But he's not getting hit in the head with fucking bones all the time either. It's a glove with padding inside of it. So
no.
But another. I'm here. If it was another headbutt or head clash with someone in that same spot, that would probably open it up. But I can't see gloves opening it up. Not on the top of his head, because they're going to sort of slide off the top of his head. You know what I mean? Instead of like a cut round your eye, which you've had opened up before, but that's a full force straight at the fucking blunt force straight. You know what I mean? Not glancing off, sort of thing.
Right.
So
I think the cut will be okay, but
yeah,
and I'm fully agreeing with you. I think I don't think Fundora's improved. Well, he didn't look too, he didn't look like no world beater against that Booker. And he was just tomato can. So
yeah, you're supposed to look good against someone like that, right?
Yeah.
So
he looked good, but he didn't look any better. You know what I mean? But Tim, I'll just stop talking, because all I'm going to say is that I still think Tim's going to beat him. Simple as that.
I do too. Well, I hope he does. Like, my favoritism is that I hope that Tim wins. But the next part about that is, though, that I'm looking a little bit more forward than that. That how confident are you that Tim can survive and defend belts at 154, even if he gets past Fondora? Even a rematch, right? The third fight, right? If Fondora's got a rematch clause. If he
which he
wins
will.
them,
They're not that stupid.
no, exactly. So, you expect a 2-fight deal because it's still in-house, PBC, right? But
Yeah.
if Tim comes out on the best side of that, I got to be honest, I don't feel great about Tim fighting Keith Thurman. I just don't. I'd rather
Oh, geez,
Tim.
you've changed your mind. You've changed your mind. I was
How?
saying that back when it was announced, and you were saying, "Oh, well, you got to take on the best." Blah blah blah.
No,
And I
that
thought,
hasn't
"Fuck, maybe I'm
changed.
being a bit soft here."
No, I'm not saying that you need to avoid them and duck them. I'm just saying, for me, Thurman poses a bigger threat to
Oh, for
Tim
sure.
than what Fondora does.
That's what I was
Power,
saying. I
craft.
don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, whatever it was after Spencer fight. That's what I was saying. Was I don't like the matchup for Tim against Thurman. He's too much of a slick boxer for Tim, in my opinion. I mean, I know he's getting old as well, but he's not as old as fucking Pacquiao, but he's still slick.
Man, Thurman's resume shits all over Tim's resume. Doesn't matter which way you
Oh
flip
yeah,
or turn it.
for sure.
Slicky,
But
you
yeah,
got
I
to
don't
come
know.
in
After
on it.
if Tim wins this fight, and then they rematch and he wins that fight again, who would he fight next? Well, that would depend on who's next in line, I guess. Unless he could, what do you call it?
Well,
Unify with who's got the other belts.
This will be the interesting timeline.
Xander Zaya's going to fight for one, isn't he? So that'll be
Don't
the
get me
WBA.
started. Who was it,
So we
Slick?
could go
Who was it?
but we could go
Who
over
was
there
it,
and
Slick, that come up and said that Xander's the boogeyman of 54?
Yeah, I remember that comment, but I don't remember who it was either. But Xander not going to accept that fight, I don't think, if Tim challenges him. Who's got the other belt? So that's WBO. Tim. Oh, we don't want Murtazali, so we're staying away from the IBF.
Oh, please. Look,
Who's got the
I think,
WBA?
well, Bud. But Bud will drop that
Oh
belt when he
yeah,
goes to
but Bud's
fight
going to drop it.
Canelo.
Yeah.
And then Jamel Charlo gets a front row seat to challenge for the vacant belt when Bud vacates as champion
and
of
then
recess.
then we might finally get fucking a unification fight between Jamel and fucking Tim. I don't know, but that's playing a long way down the line, isn't it? You know what I mean? Tim likes to fight a bit earlier than that, so I don't know. I really don't know. I've given up trying to fucking guess this shit. To be honest, DJ.
Yeah, look,
because it just gets stupid.
Yeah, look, I can't knock that. But you try to put some logic to an illogical fucking sport. Like you just go, well, this would make sense, that'd make sense.
Fuck yeah. Dealing with boxing it'd be like, I don't know how these Muslim dudes, man, how they do it. It'd be like having 3 wives and trying to juggle your fucking life. That's how it is trying to keep up with the fucking bullshit boxing keeps fucking dealing in.
Yeah, well,
That's living with 3 fucking women. Fuck that.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll be tuning in to watch Background and Lubin if they make that fight. So Lubin's
That's
now the
not
man.
gonna fucking happen. I bet that don't fucking happen. Lubin gonna duck the fuck out of that. You watch, he's gonna have a broken hand or some fucking thing.
No, he can't duck it, Mark. He
can
duck it. Man, he's
broken
the
hand.
eliminator specialist.
Broken hand. You know how PBC roll? Broken hand. That's how they roll.
The PBC medical plan. But Slick,
unless
how many
they're trying to retire.
Does Lubin have now?
4 or 5, I think. But
have we lost Slick?
Nope.
Yeah, maybe. Oh no, he's still there. Just.
Are you okay back there, Slick?
Yeah.
Do we need to start picking on you to wake you up, or?
Yeah. Start
Y'all
slagging
got
off a
somebody
bud.
big overhand.
Well,
He
don't know
just ain't
about
got no
Bud,
power.
but Slick's creating his own protection plan for his favourite fighters now. I thought I'd never see
I
the
heard
day.
that earlier. I heard that earlier. Yeah, but we're all a little
I
bit
just
like
want to
that with
see.
our favourite fighters, aren't we?
Yeah, I just want to see him move right. That's all. So he could be one of the greats.
Mm. Yeah.
There'll be no
But there's
greats
always
left for him.
there's
Slick.
always somebody out there that's got to be the cannon fodder, though, doesn't there?
Yep.
See, I'm not convinced on Terramona like you are, Slick. He's had 2 pro fights.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the
I
structure
mean,
of his
nobody's
punches and how he
convinced.
stepped with his punches.
Yeah, he just looks,
He looks
for
good.
the stage that he's at, he looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
That's right. Can he
Yeah, but
progress? Well, that's yet to be seen. But
Right.
if he can continue to improve, he might be something. But yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but as of
most
right now,
recently,
he's a
Mark,
monster.
But
other
when you're
than
starting out and you're still going to be in heavyweight, it's going to be a long, hard road because it's not like you're if you can shrink down to cruiserweight, then but he obviously can't. So
yeah, but it's funny you make that comment though, Mark. I think that the heavyweight division might be the division that you can safely move quicker through because there's not the depth through it.
yeah,
It's a little bit like 160.
yeah.
Think
But
about 160, right?
you were saying this. Well, you weren't saying this, but you were alluding to a similar thing earlier. Even in heavyweights, even the spuds can land a fucking good one and be fucking all over. Someone that's fucking, that you should lose to. If he lands a good one, bang, it's all over. They're all big hitters.
Well, Ruiz dropping Joshua was a perfect example of that. That should never have happened on any plane.
Exactly.
Where?
That's what I mean. Yeah, I know. Just to come straight into heavyweight, it's well, he's obviously a big boy, so he can't shrink down to cruiser. But cruiser, if you could shrink down to cruiserweight and get some, some experience against the lighter blokes before you put all your weight on and come up to, would be a better move. But he obviously can't do that. So, but even the lower level, that's what I just said, the lower level heavyweights, they might not be so skilled and pretty to look at, but fuck, they still got some power because they're all big boys.
See, the hesitation for me is that we have elation where an Aussie wins a world title, but that lasts as long until they got to defend it, and then they fucking lose it. So,
You got to live in the moment, DJ. Live in the moment.
let me take it personally and emotionally, Mark. Let me cry myself to sleep when Punch just serves it up to me that Tim got his head beaten in.
Hey, we'll get ours one day. I reckon September. When's that Canelo Crawford fight? September. We'll get ours. Don't worry about that.
Actually, it won't be about that. Like if Cambosis finds a way to get over the top of Hitchens.
No. Yes, I was tuning him about that the other day. He was going in, and I'm saying, look, I'm not a big Cambosis fan either, but I'm telling you, I'm Australian, and if he fucking happens to win this fight, Punch, I am not going to let you fucking hear the end of it. I said to him, what did I write on something the other day? I said, it won't be Spartan Cambosis. He's going to be like a Greek god now. Like he'll be up there with Zeus and shit.
Slick, who's winning this fight?
Theo winning a fight to me, but he just ain't got no power. He's answering every fucking thing.
What weight are they fighting at?
Bantam, I think.
Man, these boys just do not give up over there.
This is like that. But the fight that was on before this, them dudes were 105 pounds. Now that's 47.7 kilos. And that's fucking almost half my body weight. And I'm not the biggest dude going around.
I'm not the biggest dude either.
That's
if anything,
fucking
I'm
incredible.
but I think I hit that mark when I was, just going into high school.
47 kilos. Fuck yeah. I mean, I was always big when I was younger, but then I just sort of stopped when I got to 16, 17. Every cunt took over.
What weight
'cause I was
class
still
would
only
you fight at, Slick? Now, if you were fighting, what weight class would you be fighting at?
Well,
Most
weighing what we
likely
weigh
middle,
today.
super middle.
No,
Middle.
Slick's 160 pounder. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I weigh more than that, but I can get down to that. I can't see myself being light heavyweight.
You can get down to 160 pounds.
Mark
That's-
could be
that's-
well,
That's fucking. That's
super.
only 79 kilos.
That's why I said or super.
I could probably
get the
down to
super
that.
probably. I'm 5'11". I probably get the super. You know what I'm saying, middleweight, but I can't see myself moving like a light heavyweight.
Yeah, I'm 89 kilos at the moment.
Mm.
So
89. So what's that?
No, I'm not losing.
That's cruiserweight.
That's what I mean. At the moment, that's right. That's what I look at it. What do I weigh at the moment? You know, if I wanted to pick one of these dudes who have a fight with them, who would I be fighting? I'd be fighting fucking Jai Opataia, for fuck's sake. There's no fucking way that's fucking happening. Fuck that.
Well, knock you to a whole new profession.
Mate. One of them jabs would I'm just laying straight down.
It's worse for me. I'm probably fighting a Backram or a Genebek.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but I'm only 5 foot fucking 8.5.
Oh, so that's why you get hobbits around to make you feel tall.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Fuck you, DJ. Fuck, I forgot exactly what I was going to say then. So, that's no good. No, I couldn't. Someone was going to pay me $1 million. I reckon. Fuck, I don't even know if I can do it. But I reckon I could make, like what Slick said, 160. What's that? 79 kilos.
My fitness at the moment would be
that'd be hard though.
4, maybe 5 rounds max.
Oh fuck no. No. I'm not fucking not going. I can't go that long. Fuck no. I'm a smoker, man.
Well, so am I, but I still reckon
I'm
that I could.
I'm be full fucking Mike Tyson, 2 rounds, fucking swinging like a motherfucker. I've either got to knock some cut out or I'm gonna get knocked out.
Be biting
crowd friendly. Crowd friendly, we'll call it.
Biting down on your glove.
Like fuck, will I? I'll be just swinging that cut. Oh fuck! Forgot about me pork belly. See, you fucking distracted me. Still there?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's all right. I had an incoming fucking video call. But
Mark, I kind of feel like our job is just to keep Slick up.
He's
feeling.
Well, the sun must be nearly coming up over there. Surely it must be 5 a.m. over there.
It is 4:20.
Oh, 4:20. Oh, fucking beautiful time.
Yeah.
He's witnessing the Australian pain where we have to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to watch Riyadh season.
I am.
See, I don't get up for that shit. If I wake up for a piss, then bam, I'll listen while I go back to bed. But I ain't getting up and staying up at that time. Fuck that. So salute to you, Slick.
No, I'm actually watching. I want to see this fight. It's an action fight. Just nobody got no fucking power, bro.
Yeah.
But you knew that. It's all about speed at these weight classes, Slick.
Yeah, they fast as fuck.
And they're willing as fuck.
Yeah, they willing to trade. They nobody got shit. Knock nobody down.
I bet
that's
you,
right.
buddy.
And that's why it's different at heavyweight.
Yeah.
Because if 2 heavyweights stood there and traded like these two, this fight would have been over ages ago.
They'll be well looked after, Mark. Slick has a perfect protection plan for him.
There's an American dude fighting in this main event, isn't
Yeah, Leo.
there? How's he going?
He doing good. I got him
Yeah.
up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot about that.
I
I was
got
thinking
him
it was
up.
two Japanese dudes, but no, because he's got the belt, isn't he? The
Yeah,
American's got
but
the
he
belt.
ain't go up the Japanese Kameda, he banging. He doing his thing.
Yeah,
He's just a second late on everything.
yeah.
Do you
And then when
have
he do you first, he let Leo come back and land combinations far worse, Like
Yeah.
capitalizing on everything.
do you have US fighters still in the Grand Prix, Slick?
I gotta look.
No, they're all bums, mate. They all got booted out.
Might be.
The Aussies and the fucking Eastern Europeans just fucking, took the trash out.
Oh,
No, I don't.
Hell no.
No, I'm joking. I don't know.
Aussies in
I
there
don't
go.
fucking know.
But the Australians are in there, goddamn it. And if we out
Yeah, we
looking
still got
them.
two. We started
Yep.
with 4, I think, and we still got 2.
Yep.
Briggs and Hamden.
I'm counting them as Americans. I'm riding them all the way.
Claiming them.
hang on,
Slick's
hang on.
claiming them.
I'm claiming I
We
grew up on
haven't got.
Crocodile Dundee.
We haven't
bro.
given you the keys to the country yet, Slick.
I
You
grew up on
can't be.
Crocodile Dundee, man. So that's fair. That's fair.
We claim New Zealanders, but they're a bit closer to us. They're not halfway around the world.
Tongans, Samoans. We'll
Fuck
claim
yeah, we're
all
claiming
the
all that
peripheral.
shit. Fucking
Mhm.
all of them. Hey, if you've got a citizenship, mate, you're Australian. That's it.
There you go.
Give a fuck if you're pink with fucking green spots. That's it. You're Australian.
Ooh, shit.
Especially if you're good at sport.
Right.
Well, Costa was Russian.
And the whole time I thought his ass was
Yeah, but
Australian.
he wasn't really considered an Australian either, to be honest. Back in the day, he was thought of as a Russian that lived here,
Mm-hmm.
which was the case. But I'm just going to get some more exercise equipment.
Damn.
I'll be back in a second.
Leo is fucking him up in his 12th round.
Mark cracks me up.
Yeah.
And I've been watching this fight too, Slick. So, what are we? Last round.
Yep. Leo fucking him up. They was getting it. He got the better of that exchange and it made it back up and kind of fold a bit.
Isn't it amazing the punishment they take and they don't cut?
Yeah.
Like, am I just dreaming? Like, they just do not cut easy.
No bruises, no nothing. Like they have no power.
I bet you Zimmerman's feeling a little bit sore tonight.
Hell yeah. They gotta bother you that a girl hits harder than you, though. Because these guys,
I beg your pardon?
I said, it has to bother like these guys if you actually tell them a girl hits harder than you. Because they have no power, bro. They have all the speed in the world and some accuracy, but just no fucking power.
Well, that assumes that they're just not tough and they just don't hit hard each.
I think,
like you look at Inouye, for example, right?
mm,
He's got power. He gets people out of there.
yeah,
Like, so if you apply the Eastern European concrete head to Japanese fighters, maybe they just don't get hurt easy.
that too. I really equate them being an elite of the elite, though. You know, maybe they like you said, tough like that.
Who are we talking about here?
If it was a weaker bantamweight, they probably get his ass out of there. You know what I'm saying? These guys are just tough, battle tested.
Well, they're both sitting down on punches.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they're doing the old tap, 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 tap. Like, if anything, I feel like I'm watching a MVP prospect card. Like, they're going for it.
Yeah, they went for it. That's why I said they went for it this entire fight. Damn, they already got the results? God damn. I don't understand that shit he's saying, but okay.
Yeah, the yellow envelope changed hands hours ago, Slick.
Leo got it. Leo got it. Went over there and got it.
Well done.
Yeah. That was a good fight, though. I mean, like I said, they both was throwing them balls to the wall. It was only that he may initiate it or he didn't. Either way, it made him just fall back. You know what I'm saying? Fell back. And Leo kept going. That was, for me, that was the deciding factor. Damn. Leo got the belt. Went all the way to Japan to get it. You gotta respect it. He finna get in trouble. The other guy, Kameda, finna get in trouble. You saw his manager in the audience. He was looking like, yeah, I'm finna fuck him up in the back.
Well, so the American won.
Yep.
But he was the champion already.
It
So
happens
he's going over there to defend it.
Fucking manager looked like he was part of Yakuza. Like, I'm about to beat your ass.
Yeah. The Yakuza. You don't fuck with them people.
He looking mad as fuck, that dude that showed in the audience. Y'all forget your ass.
But the American was the champion, wasn't he? He went there to defend it.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure.
I think he did. He did.
Mark,
no, he did.
When you're a world champion, not a US champion, you need to go around the world to prove your craft.
That too,
yeah,
I'm shocked.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying
that's
a bigger effort, because the money, I would guess, at that lightweight, they're not paying a lot of money for them fuckers in America.
That's what I was gonna say, because I'm shocked.
In Japan, they're huge.
Came.
In Japan, they're huge, mate. The little fuckers, because they got nothing else.
Yeah, them girls have got bad intentions too. I can see it in their eyes.
Hotel room. They go into the hotel room.
Fuck that! if I just beat up a Japanese, like you said, them Yakuza fuckers are nobody. They're not people to fuck around with in their own country. I'd be on the next flight straight the fuck out.
Time to go.
Fuck that.
Well, the thing is, Mark, is they don't put you out of your misery. They just cut off a finger or an arm or something, and you got to live through it. At least the mob just kill you.
All right.
You might get diced up and fed to a fucking tuna farm or something too. Yeah, no. But anyway, well, that's good that the Americans are going overseas and volunteered to go overseas. They didn't have to, I guess. But it would have been because of the money.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They had to pay him a big check.
But he still won it. What, by knockout, or because that didn't seem to go too long?
Decision, but I mean,
decision. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good though.
Yeah.
Well, who's been the most well-traveled US boxing champion in recent history?
Yeah.
Would it be Bud? Spence went across to the UK.
What about Wilder? Where were them Fury fights? Where were the Fury fights?
In America.
Oh, okay.
Bud went to Britain. He beat Ricky Burns.
Australia.
He left the country twice. He beat Old
Come to
boy,
Australia.
yeah,
Jeff Horn.
Jeff Horn was here, wasn't it?
No,
No,
it
it was
was
in
here.
Australia.
With Bud.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 times then. He fought Ricky Burns. He fought Jeff, and then he left and fought went back to Britain and fought he got Earl Smith's fought in Britain. Kell Brook.
Kell Brook. Yeah.
So it would be him. It would be Bud. That's 3 times.
What about Haney? Has he only left the States to come to Australia?
Yeah, that was the only time he left the States.
So he's done that twice?
Yeah.
Well, I think he went to Mexico for his first 16 or 17, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. In the beginning of his fucking career,
Well,
knew
that's
where
you can that's where you can pay to protect your record, mate.
right, fluffy record.
Yeah. Still left America.
Yeah, but with the fight real pros and shit like that, nah, he ain't did that shit. He only did that one time. Them 2 times, rather.
Well, twice, yeah, Cambosis, yeah.
So how far back are you thinking, Slick? When I say recent times, I'm thinking like at least the last decade or something like that.
Oh, I'm trying to think, man. That's something I would have to look.
Roy Jones, did he travel?
I think he did once.
Tyson went to Japan once.
Tyson
Muhammad Ali went to Africa once. Joe Frazier went to Africa once.
Yeah. Mike went to Japan and somewhere else. I think he went to Britain.
Tyson.
Great Britain. Yeah, Tyson.
Did he? Okay. I don't remember that one, but I remember the Japan one.
Americans don't travel like that. That's what I'm saying. I have to really, really, really look
No. Because normally the money's in America. That's why it's usually there.
Most of the time, the fighters that travel, they're most time in the beginning they're considered B-side fighters. Like I say, Bud was considered a B-side fighter at first. You got to travel to make a name. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But Spence, he went to England as well, I think, didn't he? He built that Kell Brook as well, yeah?
He had that one Kell Brook fight. And he had to get that belt. And then that's why, like, even though Brian Norman champion, he'll go to Japan because he's never fought out. Like he said, I don't got a backyard. I fight everywhere. He fight anywhere.
Yeah.
But Brian Norman was considered a B-side fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're used to fighting anywhere, so you can't intimidate them by having them travel or wherever.
Yeah, but he's also going to get paid a lot more money fighting this dude in Japan than he would have got fight. Then they both would have got paid coming that Japanese dude coming to America.
Hell yeah!
That's simple as that.
Well, Wilder went to Saudi twice, at least. Got his ass whooped both times, but
other than the Olympics, he didn't go nowhere.
So none of them fights against Fury were in England.
Wait. Where did he fight Stavern at? Where was the Stavern fights?
I don't know, but so none of those Fury fights are in England.
No, not none of them, because at the time, he couldn't fight it.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
But
I remember one of them. I watched it, or listened to it in the Singapore airport. Fucking coming back from Bali, coming back from Thailand.
Yeah, so he fought Stavern twice, but I can't recall if any one of them was in the UK. I have to look it up.
But yeah, but at the end of the day, most of the big fights have happened in America because of the money. Simple as that. That's why Vegas is a draw.
Well, I think the money's more international now than it is US.
Oh, I'm saying in the past, though. In the past, that's the reason why it's happened there.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like there's starting to be a shift
Only
Slick.
because of fucking Turkey. Only because of Turkey, though.
And we're on the downfall. Like,
Yep, but it's only
we're
because of Turkey. Who the fuck else is throwing big money?
everybody shining because of America's downfall. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. It was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. Let me see. Where's Stavern? Stavern. Yeah. Pass him up. Shit. Where you at? Oh.
Mark, I'll apologise for giving Slick a new toy to play with. I'll give him a website that.
Hell
Yeah, I was listening to that. I was listening the whole time. I've been on this the whole time. I've been to the shopping centre twice. Fucking cooking my roast the whole time. When we're in the shopping centre, the missus says, "What are you getting here?" And I said, "I'm listening to me thing." She said, "What thing?" I said, "Me boxing." And that was when you first started, like fucking, I don't know,
Man,
6
Jay, that
hours ago.
website, the shit. It's nice, man. It's way better than Box Rec. Way better.
Yeah, I saw you. I didn't.
Okay, the first Laverne fight was in MGM Grand, Las Vegas. So where was the second one? Pretty sure it was,
Who's that?
it was in
Laverne.
America too. Yeah, it was both the Bahrain Laverne fights was in America.
So what I'm hearing is, I think that Bud's
I don't
the
know why I
most
thought
well travelled. Is
huh?
that what I'm hearing so far?
Bud
Bud's
is the most traveled.
Sounds like it. He's been to Australia, England, and
I had Stavern mixed up. I know he fought in Canada. Okay, I thought he fought in UK. He's fought in Canada a lot. Romain Stavern. I thought it was fucking UK. Oh, he did fight UK a couple times. But yeah, no. Okay, so yeah, it's Bud. Bud has no problem going nowhere.
347, Nick. Please hit
What's
the
up, man?
like and subscribe on your way in.
Damn.
You're welcome here. If you got something to say, there's the link at the top of the chat. You can come up on panel and tell us your view of boxing.
He said they'll give Kameda 6,000 lashes when he get back to the temple. Boy, the way that man looked.
Yeah, he'd be watching it too.
That man,
tuxedo. I want to know how our mate's going that was carried off on a stretcher.
Man, that old faking ass motherfucker.
Yeah, that's some Ben Whitaker. I twisted my ankle sort of shit.
They was tapping him on the shoulder. You could see he was faking this shit. Like, come on, bro. You know damn well that shit looked like it was straight out of a kung fu movie. You know damn well he was faking like a motherfucker all the way till they picked him up because he couldn't accept the fact he got his ass whooped.
That sound like the movie Thai fights in Thailand.
Swear, bro, dude faked it.
Or someone looks like they're not supposed to be in there. They get punched a few times, and then all of a sudden it looks like they're dying.
Man, look, and then it was so embarrassing. It was a bigger dude that picked him up like a baby, like cradled him when he picked it up. And then laid him on the stretcher, bro. Like, oh my God, bro.
You love the fights in Thailand, man. You get this dude. One thing that I went to in Thailand, this dude looked like he was dead in the fucking ring. They carried him out on the stretcher, same thing. And then, but you couldn't smoke in the crowd. You had to go to this little fucking area. And you went out to the area, and it was right next to where the boxers were getting prepared. And there's this fucking dude climbs off the fucking thing, just fucking walks around, lights a smoke.
Hell no.
Same dude looked like he just fucking died.
Man, look, this dude
it's the same face they give their girlfriend when they only last fucking 2 minutes. It's just
sorry.
Shame. It's just
I'll try harder next time.
I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry.
Give me half an hour.
Right. This dude made it through every round and sat there, and they was talking to him perfect, and all of a sudden he closed his eyes. And then they start tapping him on the shoulder. They said he passed. I was like, come on, bro. Like, he was like, I don't want to talk to nobody. Fuck that.
That's
I
it. I
don't want to
don't
get in
want
an
to
interview
answer
with this.
any of your fucking questions.
Yeah, that's what that shit was, bro. He was like, fuck this shit. This shit was embarrassing. I got my ass whooped. And came in looking mean as fuck and everything, like he was gonna really do some work. And got his ass whooped. That shit was crazy, bro. I was like, damn. But yeah, Leo did right. Good job, Leo. Hold on to the title. But yeah, he answered everything. Old boy fought a fight though. He fought a legit fight. Leo overwhelmed him, bro. He thought when he got done punching, Leo was gonna be done punching and shit. Leo was like, no, I got 10 times more, bitch. You gonna have to keep up.
I'm gonna have to step down because my pork belly's ready, so I got to take it off.
Yeah, man,
So
I'm
I'll
gonna go
speak
eat
to
me
you
a
later.
bowl of cereal and go to sleep. That's what I'm finna do. That's what I'm finna do.
Sleep.
All right,
Cool.
Deej, man, we got fights coming up. God damn me. Hold on, before we leave, what time I'm finna look? Does Josh? Oh shit, I almost fucked up. Okay, hold on. What
I just
time?
want on record that you couldn't even make it to the main event. So when Mark, your Singapore, your Poland, me dial into your channel at God knows what hour in the morning, you're just not dedicated. You're US boxing only.
Who, me? What? Are you serious? I
No, I'm
was
not
here.
serious. You know I'm not serious.
Oh man, I was actually into that fight, man. I ain't gonna lie though.
Yeah.
I did doze off in between a couple of rounds though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I did. I dozed off a couple of rounds in between a couple of rounds though.
Well, that's what happens when you step back from the conversation. You get
Mm-hmm.
comfortable and you're out of there. But no, I'll get you. You put in a day. Hopefully
Yeah.
you got some new subscribers. And look, to be honest, some people come in and make legitimate comments in the chat.
Yeah.
And gee, it'd be nice for them to feel welcome to come up and
Right.
explain their worldview.
Yeah, that's what we working towards, man. Get them come up like 347 Nick, Captain 007. Y'all always welcome. This the People Show, the Judges Table Podcast. This is strictly for y'all, especially the watch parties. I would love for y'all to get up here on the watch parties.
Well, I'd like to think that we make friends or acquaintances here rather than enemies.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think you was talking about that tournament, the Max Kid at 168 from Australia, I think. I think that's what Captain 007 was talking about right here.
Oh, slick. If you don't think I'm not going to dive into that website in
Right.
my own time, you're wrong. I'm getting right into it.
Hell yeah.
Like, particularly when someone comes and says that there's an Aussie at 168 I don't know about that's worth
Right.
watching. Well, I can't have that. I've got to go and do my homework.
Damn right. Yeah. And salute to you, Captain 007. He was real active in the chat. We appreciate that. Yeah, believe it or not, any engagement helps the channel. So I'm really appreciative of anything that goes through that y'all put forth. Real spit. I know over on X they're showing out. We got 99 people over here on X that's checking us out as well. But we're gonna show it down. I'm gonna try to see when the main course start on a Josh Taylor, because the kids want to go see that Lilo and Stitch real life shit. So depending when we go see that, because it said over here in America, the zone do is dirty. They tell
No,
everybody else the prelims, but
yeah.
they start us off at the prelims and they say 1 o'clock. So I know the main card probably ain't gonna
I
start to.
hang on. I can tell you, 80 hours from now, I feel like
Yeah,
the card that you're talking about.
yeah, which
So,
would be like 1 o'clock my time.
regardless of where you are in the world, about 80 hours from now, you should get the Just give me a second. You should get the next DAZN card.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I'm actually only watching it to Otama.
Yeah. Moses Thomas is the co-main event. The fight before the
That's
last.
yeah. So that's the one that has got me in.
Yeah.
So Taylor versus Usman
It's a total of 10
is
fights.
what?
Yes, it's a total of fucking. See, that's how they get us over here in America, bro. Like the zone don't tell us the main card, and I know everybody else know when the main card start. So like it's a 2 p.m. Eastern. So for me to equate that out, that's 1 p.m. Central Time. And I know damn well 10 fights. Yeah, that shit not going down at no 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna
Yeah.
start at 1, but shit. You know what I mean?
So okay. So the main card, I can tell you, you've got Alio Alonis Jr. This is cruiserweight versus David Jameson. Now, Aeolus has been on record last week, and I picked it up where he thinks he's going to run through the cruiserweight division.
Mm.
Fucking good luck to you.
You ain't lying.
If you do it, I'll be impressed. I'll eat fucking crow, but careful what you wish for, pal.
And
So
that's David Jamison? Yeah, cruiserweight.
Yeah, so that's cruiserweight. Then you've got Nathaniel Collins versus Lee McGregor.
Mm-hmm.
That's the featherweight championship. So that's going to be about speed, not power.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got Atamo versus Balogun.
Mm-hmm.
And shit. If you've been following the channel, that's worth watching just for the protection policy. And then you've got the main event, Josh Taylor versus Ikeal Usman.
Right.
So that's the main event, but normally they'll have maybe 4 prelims before that.
Right.
And my math says that all of that starts, according to what I'm saying, what are we, 80 hours time.
Right.
Doesn't matter where you are in the world. In 80 hours time, that fight, prelims, all those sorts of things should be available to you.
Right. That's when it's gonna kick off. So I'll be up tomorrow for sure. Well, not tomorrow. Today, god damn it. Yeah. I'll be up today. Come back, check in, man. I appreciate everybody who came through, but y'all for eat my bowl of cereal and take my ass to bed. That's what I'm finna do.
Be good, Slick. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you.
See you on the flip side.
All right, man. One. All right, everybody. I am your boy. Let me put my ugly mug up here, man. I am your boy Slick 50, yo. Make sure y'all come back through and show up and show out for the Josh Taylor fight. You know what I'm saying? And Esselmine versus Esselmine. I will be doing that. So make sure you come through, support that. Salute to everybody who hit that like button, came through for this early morning fight. If you're on the America side, if you're over there on the Australian side, so on and so forth, man. Salute to y'all. You know what I'm saying? It was a good fight. Salute to Leo for winning. You know what I mean? I just wish those little guys be having a little more power because, and on the flip side, I be wishing the welterweights and light welterweights and all them be having the accuracy that them little fuck guys be having. God damn, them guys be punching and be hitting each other on the button. It just don't be having no power. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, it was a great fight. Salute to all the new people I see came through. Captain 007, salute to you. 34 Nick, salute to you. Everybody over on X, salute to you for showing up and show out. Man, and everybody on X, if you don't mind, if you can, if you find in your heart to be nice, come on over to @GMT Sports and come hit the subscribe button and help us grow over this way. You understand me? Oh, wrong button. I hit the wrong fucking button. Yes, you did. Fool. Yeah. Why is that doing that? I don't know. That's not supposed to be doing that. Hold on. I am so sorry, y'all. Is it that? I don't know why that button not associated with. Oh, yeah, I'm tripping. I wasn't wrong button. Salutes to the subscribers that hit. Like I said, man, we got 2 new subscribers, which is most like Captain 007 and 347 Nick. I really, really appreciate y'all, man. We want to get this number to moving a lot faster, man. So, like I said, tell a friend, tell a friend. I am your boy Slick50. I see y'all later on today. And I'm up out of here. Y'all be easy. Deuces.